Happy Friday, Bulls and Bears. Welcome to the NYSE Bulls channel again. And today is Friday, April the 26th, 2019. And we're bringing you a live video of our trading session for today. We took two trades, both on RBZ. They were short positions. And yeah, this is our first live footage that we'll be showing you. And this is right now I'm playing a recording of this morning's trades. So yeah, looking at the time here, this is when the bell opens. RHE was pretty hot because it spiked up all the way to 100%, and it was pretty much the top gapper of the watch list this morning. It was gapping up 50%, I believe. So looking right off the bat, this thing just spikes. Right, and the next candle is like a big red candle. But this keeps going on for the next few candles. So this is one of the things we missed out on this morning, was definitely trading this very strong mini uptrend. See, looking at this, sorry about that. Yeah, it goes up all the way to 100%, and we really wanted to short this because, you know, we thought it was a bit overextended, and in bearish markets like these, you know, it's sometimes it's important to have like a short bias and not always go long. So we wanted to short this stock, but there weren't any shares available to borrow. There were originally pre-market, but they were like $15 for 300, 400 shares, I would believe. So it was a bit too expensive for the fees. So we switched over to RBZ. Looking at this stock, you know, this giant red candle is definitely a confirmation of a downtrend. So this was a pretty solid setup for us to short it. So we decided to go ahead and purchase 200 shares for $11. To short, and I believe we shorted in the 47.40 range. Okay, so we got filled here at 7.44. And one of the things about this stock is right after we got filled, the price went up for a bit. I believe it was like a short squeeze, but it wasn't, the momentum and the price action wasn't strong enough for a trend reversal, so we decided to hold on to the short. So you can see we got filled, and we had a bit of red in this trade initially, but like I said, the candles were weak. If you look at the 780 level, it's not breaking that resistance. It's testing those levels constantly, but the candles always somehow end up in the lows or in the mid of the that particular minute. So yeah, this was a solid confirmation of just sort of a bull trap, I guess. And looking at the volume here, the volume candles, they were also not very strong, and that was good enough for us. So we decided to hold on to this. We sort of had a level to take profits at around $7. I mean, it would have been ideal for us to add shares here at the top, but like I said, we only borrowed 200 shares to short. Sorry. But yeah, it would have been ideal if we shorted up here instead. I guess we got to a bit of a FOMO here and decided to short in this candle instead. But yeah, this was Definitely a failure of a pullback in these few candles. It's just people were just stopping out and causing the stock to just go down. So yeah, this was quite a long trade. Um, Held for about 10 minutes or so. Looking at this trend line we drew here, this was like a sort of like a mini uptrend line, and we were looking at this and hoping that the candles would break below this uptrend, and it did. Right after this candle. So yeah, it breaks the trend line. It was a good sign for us. We were definitely expecting more downside to this, so we held on a bit more. So we wanted to take profits at the $7 range, like I said, but we wanted to get out fast. We wanted to get out of this trade fast, so we decided to cash out at the 7.10 range. 7.16, my bad. For a $56 profit, which is not bad for one trade. Less the fees, the hard to borrow fees, it's about $45. But this thing, it went down for a bit more, and I feel like I should have held this position for a bit longer. You see, goes down all the way to $7 range, and that's pretty much the lows of this stock for the rest of the day. But yeah, it broke the uptrend line, and it was a great signal for us to just hold the trade and let it go down a bit more. But we decided to cash out earlier. So, if I were to do this again, I would have held it. So yeah, this is pretty much the biggest trade we made today. We had another trade that we made another short in RBZ, but that was way after the first trade, so we stopped the recording before that. But just to show you, we shorted again at 7.10. $7.10 right after this green candle. It just spiked from the lows, so we thought, okay, this is a great opportunity for us to add in and short again. But it went up for a bit more, all the way to 7.20. It would have been better if we shorted at these levels instead, or at these levels when it spiked up again. Looking at the 5-minute chart, it went all the way up to 750s. That would have been perfect because those candles were kind of weak as well. We thought it was going to go up a bit more, but it happens. So we got in at 710. Kind of FOMO there again. So we kind of forced it, but we held on to the trade for quite a long time, actually. About looking at the candles here, it's about like 20-25 minutes, and decided to cash out here when it dropped to the $7 range. Although it did went down furthermore, but we decided to call it a day because there was no movement, there was no volume, and So yeah, that's pretty much our recap for today's trading session. 2 trades, $69, not bad. It's Friday, everyone just wants to go home. But yeah, this is pretty much for today's trading session. So let me know in the comments what you guys traded, and feel free to leave any feedback and like and comment, subscribe. I don't think I'll be able to trade on Monday, so I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And hope you all have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.